Hello everyone, I am back to read on the cult leader from hell, his health reading for Monday, June 2nd. And I'm doing this reading on Saturday because of my schedule, so I'm not going to be fully aware, unless whatever comes through the cards. We'll see if it lines up, but I won't be aware of other happenings, but this will be on the level of health. That's always my intention. Right there. Okay, well, he's hanging in there. This might be a little bit of a better day for him, but he is weary. He's, there's no bad health, aspects with this card, even when it's reversed. But I think that he's tired, and he's almost done. He's almost done. His big challenge is the Seven of Cups. In the challenge position, we read it as a reversal. So I'll just go ahead and do that. We had this card yesterday for him up here in the evening, and on the level of health, it's poison. Poisons, running out of options. Yeah, okay. Early in the morning, maybe he has some treatment that helps release fluid buildup that causes major problems with the heart. We know that he's not a person who forgives, so this is not him, forgiving anybody. But there's a release of some kind of pain that's causing him physical problems. We know he doesn't feel his real feelings, so I can't say that he's, going through a release of emotional pain. I'm just going to read it on the level of health. I think if he's going through the possibility of congestive heart failure, or maybe it's really just like heart pains that keep coming and going and, releasing energy out there. It could very well be that. The Knight of Cups is somebody that would come and help him release the fluids. Okay, I'm just going to read it like that. I'm not going to go into all the other meanings. Four of Cups around midday for him. He's not getting what he wants. He's not feeling with the Moon in Cancer with this card. He's feeling something, but it's the feelings of not getting what you want. That's simple as that. It's also my card for apathy, numbness and apathy. So there's that. He could be feeling a little out of sorts balance-wise when we have this card, because the person's sitting there, they've got their hand over their solar plexus, and it's like, oh, what am I going to do now, kind of a thing. Yeah, okay. Like Andre says, couldn't happen to a nicer guy, right? Five of Pentacles reversed, also health. We're just talking major health with this card. I can't say that he is having, getting some kind of recovery, because it's just all a big vicious circle for him. So I can't read this card like I would for someone else. What I do feel like this is his, mental fog, because of the fact that he's very unhealthy. This might be dizziness that has to do with the weight loss drug that he's on. He's on something. It's one of them. It's either Ozempic or Wegovy or whatever. He's on something. Balance problems, what I'm getting there. Okay, late evening, one foot in front of the other, but going slow. But there is some movement. And where's he looking? He's looking for his overseas connections and trying to make progress there, because no matter what, he's got that backup plan to get out of Dodge, right? Yeah. It's upright, so I can't really read the negative health aspects too much, other than it's just, it is always a card because it's the sun in Aries. Aries rules ahead. This is always like inflammation, hair problems, hair loss. Where's my hair? He's looking for his hair. Where's my hair? Okay. The Empress, unresolved issue. Empress reversed. Empress reverse reveals unresolved issues with his mother. If we look at this card as being Mother Russia, even Putin doesn't want to talk to him. It's not happening. He keeps trying, but it's not happening. And then again with the Nine of Swords. So because these two cards down here are for late night, and it may be that he had something scheduled to talk to Putin, and it didn't happen, and then he can't sleep about it. Like, why is he blowing me off? Why is he ghosting me or whatever? I doubt he uses those words, but that's me. So again with the Nine of Swords, headaches, migraines, not sleeping. I don't know. Maybe he's crying for his mommy. Maybe. I really doubt it. Okay. For the foundation, the two cards off the bottom. Okay. Again, he's caught off guard with the Seven of Wands upright. On the health level, Seven of Wands upright is heart issues and maybe brain or spinal problems going on. It's also a card for strokes. Again, headaches, Mars and Leo, anger that just goes nuts, but you're kind of caught off guard and you've got to stand your ground. But with the Hanged Man, just look at that. It's like hands on the hips, nah. Nah. That's him all the time, probably, inside, even though he presents something else. But anyway, when it comes to the Hanged Man reversed, because with the upright or reverse on the health level, it's Neptune upside down here, sorry about that. And we're talking the lymphatic system, just like with the Moon card. Right side of the brain and feet. Reversed, this is a card for insanity, just like the upright Moon card. This is also, it's funny because I started out calling him the cult leader from hell, because that's what I heard when I was shuffling. But this is a card for cults. Cult leader or a cult member. He is the cult leader. When it's reversed, it's also a card for addicts and traitors and somebody who's been poisoned or poisoning himself, and sometimes for like a drowning, that I don't think that's what's happening with him, but just so you know the meanings of the card when it's reversed. It's pretty bad. Not good at all. So, okay, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys are having or had a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back later for Tuesdays. Okay, bye.